Hello patrons, welcome back. Thanks so much for being a subscriber. Today we are talking money spells. So in general, the Yule time season is a really great time to do any sort of prosperity workings, wealth workings, things like that. Just the energy of the season is very good for that. And I also wanted to share it because we, as you know, are starting our Sabbath boxes. Those are starting with in bulk mid-January. So I am doing this sort of wealth spell in association with that, just to increase people buying the boxes. So this is just a spell to increase wealth. You can make it, your own intention. It doesn't have to, you don't have to be selling something online or anything for it. And this version, I am doing a charm bag, but you could also do a bottle if you prefer witch's bottles instead of charm bags. This is just a charm bag I had on hand, but if you want to make it even more powerful, I definitely recommend getting a green one because I really like the color associations, but this is what I had and I like to use up what I already have on hand. So the very first thing I am going to do is dress this candle. Now, obviously I am doing this during the day to get the lighting and just show you what's going on, but in general, this is a good full moon spell. So I am just doing it a little bit early, but I am going to do the rest of the spell during the full moon and then be able to put the bag out in moonlight like I'm going to explain in a little bit. So I am going to dress and start burning this candle, but then I will snuff it out and then relight it when I'm going to put the bag out under the moonlight and let it burn all the way out. So, just so you know, this is a good full moon spell. So green obviously is the candle color that I prefer for wealth spells. You can also use gold, yellow, or white, but I really like this green color, and it's a very Yule color as well. You can carve a sigil on it if you have a prosperity sigil. I don't use too many sigils in my practice, so I am not going to carve anything onto it. But these are great. This is a 6-inch candle, and they're really easy to carve sigils into. This here is Steady Work oil. This is an oil blend that I got from Alchemy Arts here in Chicago in a cult shop. You can definitely make your own oils. We're gonna have more information on that on Patreon, but this was a pretty one and I just wanted it while I was there. Bad impulse shopper. So what I'm going to do to dress this candle, first of all, is to charge this oil, with my energy. So we've talked about before, I just like rolling it between my hands while I'm thinking about my intention to charge it with my energy. And then when I dress a candle, I put it on my fingers like this. And then since this is a Steady Work oil, we want to not only attract new Patreon subscribers and subscription box devotees, but we don't want to lose any either. So that's why I'm going to dress the candle from the middle and go up and also down, so that oil is all over the candle. And then of course light it. Oh, this is a great oil. It smells nice and minty, and mint is obviously associated with prosperity workings, so pretty smelling. Now what you want to do is assemble this charm bag with an odd number of wealth correspondences. So I am using 3 shiny pennies, green adventuring, clear quartz, cinnamon, and 3 cloves. There are a lot of correspondences that you can use for a prosperity spell. You could use silver rings, you can use any kind of coins or dollar bills, anything like that. Pyrite, any other green stones like jade, basil, bay leaves, any kind of mint, tiger's eye, nutmeg. There are a lot of different options, so don't think that these are the only things that you can use. Just as long as you gather an odd number is what you're looking for here. So all I'm going to do for here is add all of these things to this little charm bag. I'm adding the cinnamon first just because I think this is going to be difficult to tip this in here, but there is no order or anything to which I am putting these in. Okay, I got a good bit of cinnamon in there, and I really like the smell of cinnamon and cloves. I feel like it just smells like Yule to me. So this is going to be a very nice smelling little charm bag. As I'm adding these items into the bag, I'm just generally thinking about my intention and what I want to come of this bag and envisioning the future. When you're doing spell work like this, you really want to envision as if it's already happened or is already happening. So when I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking we already have subscribers, our subscribers are already growing, we already have the subscription boxes out. That's the future that I'm envisioning, that this has already all been a successful working. There is a chant to use as well, and I will definitely repeat this when I do this at the time of the full moon and put it outside, and that is to say, by the green of the earth, air, water, and fire, may the moon's light attract the wealth I desire. You want to leave the bag open in the moonlight and then close it in the morning. And then you can recharge it on the next full moon, or of course you can release it and give thanks if your working is over. And then you disassemble the bag as the wealth increases. So this is something that I'm going to keep recharging on the full moon of every full moon in 2021, just to keep this sort of spell going. And as it increases, as our box subscriber count increases, I will remove one piece at a time out of the bag until all that's left is the cinnamon, and then the spell will be over and I will release it and give thanks and all of those things. So hopefully this gives you a great overview on how to sort of plan out your own prosperity working. I think this is a great time to be doing it if you've never done any before, and this is a really easy way to sort of slide into that, because you can really make this your own and use any kind of correspondences that you like. So hopefully you enjoyed this. If you have any questions or comments, definitely let me know in the comments, and thank you so much for being a subscriber.